Today I'm going to talk about the theory of social Darwinism, which maintains that life is a constant competition in which the alleged winners assume positions of power, leadership, and wealth, and take on an obligation to provide subsistence work and income for the majority of common people. It's called noblesse oblige. This is pure propaganda. Hi, my name is Michael A. Smith, author of Naked America, a book of social, economic, and political essays that establish the true nature of society and its purposes. Individuals in a primitive state formed societies because collectivization is the greatest guarantee of safety and survival. Additionally, society is the only guarantor of individual rights, which do not exist in a survival of the fittest environment. Specialization of labor is the root of all technological advances, and only society can make such specialized work possible. Ideas nearly always originate within the workplace, and seldom are conceived or implemented by the privileged class. Finally, the goal of society and the individuals who comprise it is the advancement of knowledge, which occurs only through social institutions that span generations. Conservatives constantly advance the idea that some workers are more important than others and entitled to more wealth, which they mistakenly define as money. In Naked America, I distinguish between money, a medium of exchange, and wealth, which can only be created by physical or intellectual labor. See if you can pull apart this chain of complementary work that puts beef on your dining room table. Who is the most important worker? Is it the geneticist who recommends the best breeding stock, the animal breeder, the man who builds and maintains the fence to corral the cattle, the veterinarian who attends to the health of the animals, the person who feeds and waters them and cleans up after them, the individual who kills them, the butcher who dissects the carcass, the inspector who enforces health and safety standards, the driver of the refrigerated truck, the mechanic who maintains the truck, the dock worker who unloads the truck, the grocery store butcher who makes the final cuts, the checkout clerk, or the bag boy who carries the packages of meat and other groceries to the consumer's car. It is not possible nor desirable to pull apart this chain of production and services and arbitrarily decide which workers within it are entitled to more money. If any worker in the chain of production fails to do his or her job, the beef doesn't get to your table. If all are essential, then all should be rewarded equally. In America, the rich include bankers, an army of corporate executives, managers, stockbrokers, market analysts, lawyers, developers, those who inherit money, realtors, advertisers, entertainers, athletes, many salespersons, and politicians. People distinguish by the fact that they produce none of the essentials of life, including food, housing, clothing, energy, ideas, and technology. Compared to farmers, construction workers, garbage collectors, nurses, teachers, firemen, and police officers, the rich are relatively unimportant. These non-producers earn their income mainly from interest, profits, and fees based on the efforts of those who actually work. In 1776, our revolutionary forefathers proposed outrageous ideals that shocked the world's aristocratic establishment. The American colonists held that all men are created equal, that they have inalienable rights and a right of revolution. None of these ideas were endorsed by the establishment of the time. In Naked America, I speculate as to what would happen if we brought our founding fathers back to life. They would be shocked into temporary silence and awe by the pace and nature of change over the last 233 years. Their first thought might be that all those ideals they redefined in their times have to be redefined again to make them relevant in an environment in which the airplane and car replaced the horse and buggy, the nuclear power plant assumed the function of the wood-burning fireplace, the university replaced the one-room schoolhouse, and a wide range of pharmaceuticals supplanted bloodletting as a curative for infection and fever. They might decide their revolutionary ideals needed updating. Thomas Jefferson might ask for quill, ink, and paper, and someone would hand him a laptop computer. In Naked America, I suggest the Founding Fathers would recommend many new ideas, including these 5 principles. 1. The primary goal of society is not consumption, but the expansion of knowledge. 2. The only equality that matters is economic equality, i.e., the same reward for all necessary work within a mutually dependent economy dedicated to equal distribution of collectively produced goods and services that serve actual human need. 3. Individual achievement is not measured in monetary terms or material possessions, but recognition of the contribution one makes to the advancement of knowledge through physical or mental labor. 4. Representative democracy is an intermediate stage in the natural evolution of direct democracy via the Internet and the World Wide Web. 5. The human race is one with one destiny, and nationalism is an intermediate stage of social organization. In Naked America, I write about the wealth exchange system, which is the first step necessary to achieve this agenda. I'll talk about this concept during my next presentation. I'm Michael A. Smith. Thanks for listening.